He won that seat by 67%, more than what Scott Brown had ever won that Senate seat by. And then we pushed into the summer, and all of the great candidates that we had out there, we started off with 175, we landed up with 139 after primaries, and a lot of these people are staying around. And one of the charges that I have for Donald and all the other new state reps that are coming in, a lot of these young men and women, like Sam, perfect example, have not gone away. And when I first moved to Massachusetts, what I noticed was no one ever hung around. If you were elected, you were done, you left. If you ran for office, you were done, you didn't hang around. And what we've seen now is that more and more people are staying around. Okay. More and more people. We have someone who, couple of people who were state rep candidates that didn't win, that are now their town chairs for their RTCs. That's amazing. They decided to take something that happened that wasn't so positive for them and turn it into an incredibly positive experience to bring in new activists. And on the activist thing, before I forget, go to our website at www.massgop.com. We're having a conference in February, on February 5th in Milford. And it's going to be activist, candidate, fundraising, kind of everything training. But it would be great to have you all there because it's a good way for us to grow the party, and it's a good way for you to meet other people around the state. But I think that there's so much good that has come out of this year. And again, one of my favorite parts of this year is our new state representative-elect, Don Wong. So thank you all very much, and congratulations.
We tried to invite Howie to come. He wanted to come really badly, but he sends his regret. But on top of that, he also sent a couple of items that we can use in our first ever Howie Carr Profile and Courage Award. I'd like to invite Mr. Wing K. Leung, President of the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association, Chinatown.
I'm the current president of Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association of New England. Very long name, right? We fondly call it CCBA for short, okay? And CCBA is the umbrella organization within Boston Chinatown. It consists of 35 other organizations that make up its member organizations, okay? So it's a very, very big organization, okay? Out of that 35 organization consists of many of the family association, okay? And as you know, Chinese are very big on families, okay? So, and one of their family association, of course, is the Wong's family, okay? So, of course, right? Yeah. So, and we do have the president of the Wong Family Association here, Michael Wong, and I'd like to invite him up here when we present this certificate. So, but as we all here today is honor Donald Wong being the first, well, one of the first two Asian, okay, to be elected to the Massachusetts Congress, okay, so, but of course the other one is a Chan, okay, which is also happened to be one of the major family organization within the CCBA. But here I'm going to say a joke, right? And I'm glad the other person is a Chan, because otherwise you'll keep hearing this joke over there and say, two Wongs don't make a right. Right? So if only one Wong, it's better, okay? So, but at the same time, I also want to, because this is a big occasion for the Asian community, and then it's invited also two other, Michael being one of the previous president of CCBA also, but also here we have two other previous presidents of CCBA, Robert Leung and Raymond Chin, okay? Come on, come up here too, okay?
I'm honored to be invited to, to share this occasion with Joe Wong. Although I did not win, I ran a very, very good campaign, and I'm honored to be among the first Asian American to, enter into the American political foray. Now that Joe have won, and then another gentleman also won. Donald. I think it's a great opportunity for for all of us as an Asian American to show that the time has come for us to fully participate in the political process here in America. And one of the reasons that I, ran for office is to also to demonstrate that, it is possible for us, American, not just Asian American. We are American here. We live here. We pay taxes. We work hard. So we need to be involved. We need to be in every aspect, in the political process. And in order for us to change certain things, we have to be part of that process. And I'm very thankful that Donald has won the election, and I'm very proud of him. On behalf of the Asian American, I want to congratulate you for winning this election, Donald. Congratulations.
First of all, a signed autographed copy of the Brother Bulger book. The Scott Brown 41st Senator T-shirt.
Just so that they can see it.
Sure.
See it, right?
And the Don't Tread on Me flag, which I'm sure he will hang very proudly over the lofts of the Kowloon restaurant.
I just want to thank everyone. The thing was, I got a little scared when Joe was hitting the glass with the knife. In a wedding, you gotta kiss someone. So and I wasn't gonna kiss Joe. But in saying this, this week I spent 3 days at Amherst going to school to learn how to be a state rep. I was one of the oldest students at Amherst. And I got to talk to the Speaker of the House, Bob DeLeo. And he just wanted to remind me that, he said, you're in the minority party. And I said, I knew that since I was born. We are in the minority party, but we're here to stay. And we talked, and I think there's some good inroads. I think that we can work together as a group. And we need people like the people in this room. We got to start from the ground roots. People that first start in the towns and cities and then go to the state. And we have to have a good foundation, because that's how we're going to grow. We don't want to shoot up there right away and then fall and fail. We got to do our groundwork, and it's very important that we have a lot of good people behind us, a lot of people above us and below us that will be working together. And this is how we're going to build a pyramid. And I think the Republican Party is just starting, and it's going to be doing great. We doubled our state reps. It was 15, and now it's going to 32. Now, these 32 will have to do some hard work to prove why in 2 years we're going to double it again, to bring more Republicans in. I just want to tell you a very interesting story. When I was running and I was knocking door to door, and it's Saugus, Linfield, and Wakefield. And of course, everyone knows that my family is in the restaurant business, 60 years, 3 generations. So I was knocking around the neighborhood, knocking on doors. I knocked on one door, and the child came and said, "Dad, he's here, the delivery guy." And so I see the dad coming out with his wallet, taking out money. I said, sorry, I can't take money. I'm not the delivery guy. But if you want to give to my campaign, I can. But of course, he didn't. He was waiting for his delivery. And then another interesting thing, you talked about Howie Carr, and after the election, Howie Carr said, the only reason I won was 90% of the votes came from Chinatown, and I want to thank you. But I think we're going to be working very hard in the next 2 years, and I want to hear from everyone. Rather than Democrat, Republican, Independent, everyone has ideas, and we're going to have to combine them to make everything work. Our common enemy right now is the economy. And we have to know that. It's just like this earth. We have countries fighting against each other. But if we had a common enemy, if we knew that we were getting invaded by Mars, everyone would get together to fight Mars. We're not going to fight Mars. We're going to fight the economy. And we got to work together to get this done. We got to bring more businesses into Massachusetts to employ people. That's the only way, by getting jobs. And then there'll be a domino effect. If we can give incentives to businesses to stay here, we might lose a little on the incentive, but we're going to gain by having jobs, employment, and people will be getting off the welfare line. It's going to be a domino effect. And I want everyone to get on the boat and row the same way so we can get this done. And in 2 years, let's get more Republican in, because I see in this room, and I hope that people will put on their shoes and boots and say, hey, in 2 years, I want to be part of the line and part of that pyramid to get the Massachusetts rolling in the right way. And again, thank you very much for coming.
I just want to invite one more person to come up and maybe say a few quick words to everyone. Please invite please welcome Greer Tan Swiston.
Well, I think that I am incredibly inspired by Donald's win. Actually, they tried very hard to talk me into running for a state rep this year, and I would have to say that my situation in my family didn't quite make it, because I was going to be running with who I thought was a very entrenched incumbent, and I knew that that fight was going to be really hard. Little did I know that she was going to have a Democrat opponent that was going to do all the groundwork for me. So he's poked a lot of holes into her support, and I am thinking and considering perhaps taking up that challenge. Hopefully in 2 years everything will have settled down a little bit better, and I'll be like Donald, knocking on doors too.
I'm a Democrat, right? And I've always felt that anyone in politics should be recognized on their own merits. And I believe in ARM, since ARM doesn't necessarily look at political affiliation. So ARM has been a group that has been supportive of inclusion of Asian American in the political process. And when Joe told me that his idea to honor Donald, I was certainly, since I consider Donald a personal friend, to do what I can in making that happen, which was kind of like finding a place that works, like this place, and the logistical things. So Donald, congratulations. Thank you for your continued support of inclusion, not only in the area that you represent, but for all the citizenry of Massachusetts. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you again very much for coming and for joining us here to celebrate and to honor Donald Wong's successful election.
Thank you for tuning in. Today's Republican Voice is an independent production and is not connected to the Republican National Committee or the Massachusetts Republican State Committee or any city or town committee. If you have an idea for a program or would like to be a guest, please contact me at cabletvshow1@yahoo.com or at Malden Access Television, 781-321-6400.